YouTube, Super Anime Store here again. We just want to make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, notification bell, leave a comment below, and share this video with everyone you know. Enjoy the video.
I'm Haley, one of your hosts. This is
Justin.
And today we have...
Hi, I'm Bryce Papenbrook.
And he is a voice actor of many anime characters.
Like?
Well, you may know me as Eren Yeager in Attack on Titan, Kirito in Sword Art Online, Meliodas in Seven Deadly Sins, Inosuke in Demon Slayer, Cat Noir in Miraculous Ladybug, and quite a few more. I think Wikipedia knows.
Especially like Caesar.
Yeah.
Definitely Caesar, yeah. Yes.
Some bubble foam.
yeah, just bubbles should be available right now.
So I guess we can just like jump right into this and just ask you the questions.
Yeah, sounds great.
So my first question is, which character that you have personally voice acted for do you personally relate to and why?
Well, I find ways to relate to all the characters I voice, even if, they're very different than my own personality. Like, I'm not as angry as Eren Yeager or Inosuke, but I definitely find ways to connect with those characters. But I think the one that's most me in the character is Rin Okumura from Blue Exorcist. Not when he's like burning people with hellfire, but when he's like just reacting to like little things like. I think I put a lot of my own personality into the character. Also, I try to start all my characters from different places, but Rin, I just started as me. So it's definitely a lot of me in the character. Just absolutely love the show. You guys that are watching, if you haven't seen Blue Exorcist, definitely check it out. Multiple seasons, a movie,
I'm waiting for the season 3. Yeah.
I'm trying to manifest one so hard. I would love for that to happen.
So do you, when you're doing like the recordings and stuff, and you do like a final episode, do you ever feel like, okay, why can't they just tell me when the next season's coming out? Like, why can't I get to know when I'm working on the next?
Yeah, it would be great to know that more things are coming, but a lot of times they don't know either.
Right.
People in the production aren't sure what's coming next, or sometimes they know, but they just don't want to tell us. Because we talk for a living, and we'll probably say the wrong thing.
Probably slip a few things out. Okay,
so it's easier if they just don't tell us anything.
Yeah. Right.
But you never know with those things. There's a lot of elements that go into these productions, and I'm just one small cog in a bigger machine, so I'm not privy to all that info.
That's pretty awesome. So what was the first anime that you've ever watched?
Wow, I grew up watching anime. I think back when I was a kid, kind of dating myself, I grew up watching Pokemon,
Okay.
I grew up watching Sailor Moon,
Yes.
and a lot of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
My first passion was martial arts, so grew up going to the karate studio after watching Dragon Ball Z, just a little kid in the background trying to go Super Saiyan, just, never worked.
Did you ever do it in the shower? Like, you just stand there in the shower, like,
I try. Why do you think my hair is like standing up?
Is that a Gohan inspired?
There we go.
Okay.
Normally it's longer. It's more closer to Super Saiyan. Yeah.
Have you ever...
But I can't turn it blonde.
Okay, I was about to ask, did you ever bleach it?
No,
okay.
Never did. It didn't work. I thought the screaming would eventually make it go that way, but it never did.
I mean, hey, now you scream for a living.
There we go. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Your childhood self would be proud.
I think so.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do voice acting? Because we talked, outside of this, I brought up how your dad was like a voice actor back in the day.
Yeah.
Did a lot of cool stuff. Was it him, or was it something else that drew you to it? Did you have your own calling or anything else?
Well, I mean, I love the kind of art around it. I love the freedom that it gives you to be all these different types of things, but my real inspiration was my dad.
Okay.
And it's so cool and so special for me that I can carry on the torch for him.
We love that.
It's really cool. That was really the driving factor when I made the decision to kind of put everything I could into the industry and really go for it. Was to carry on the torch for him. So it's incredible that I'm able to.
All right.
That is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so here's a fun, quirky question.
Let's do it.
So if you were to go into any anime world and live forever in, which
Yes.
one would you be in?
Not the Attack on Titan.
No.
Not that one for sure. I would not want to go there. Does it have to be just anime, or can it be like any video games?
Let's do, because I know you've also voice acted like in Danganronpa video games. Let's do anime and then video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anime world, wow.
There's a lot, I know.
Well,
I'm sorry, it's a loaded question.
I know. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Japan, and that's, you know, working on a lot of these Japanese shows, like, sometimes you see what the city would look like. So I worked on a show called Durarara, which takes place in Ikebukuro, and it just makes Japan look so interesting and so fun.
Have you been to Japan?
No, I've never
never
been to
been
Japan.
to Japan?
No, I would
Wow.
love to go. I had an opportunity to potentially travel out there, and you know, COVID changed a lot of travel plans, so never made it. But I'm very hopeful that I'll make it out there one day.
Fun fact: Japan just opened up back their gates
Yeah,
to the public.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So you're gonna
It's-
say?
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
it's
Yeah, like
really
here's a chance to
incredible
go.
to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah.
So, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that'll line up and I'll be able to make it out to that
So
side of
you
the
would
world.
want to be in Durarara.
That would be so
All
cool.
right.
Yeah.
So
It'd be
okay.
so fun.
Okay. All
Yes,
right. So you
yes.
want to challenge Isaiah for the head.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And if I could pick from different video games, little known fact, I worked on a video game called Disney Princess Palace Pets.
Okay.
I actually play a
Okay.
character named Sultan, which is Jasmine's baby tiger. And what you can do in Disney Princess Palace Pets is you can comb his hair and give him a bath. That's what I would like, just to be pampered all day long,
All day long.
as Jasmine's tiger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all right.
All right.
right.
Thank you. These questions took a lot of brain power. I was.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So not to throw shade at any other voice actors or anything. Have you ever been jealous of a role that another voice actor landed that you wanted or tried out for?
No, actually, like I've become friends with many of the voice actors in the industry, and I know how difficult it is to book a role. So I'm happy for them.
Right.
For me, like, I try not to attach myself to any role or fall in love with any character before I'm truly cast and announced publicly. Because then you'll just get your heart broken over and over, and it just, you won't feel good after the audition process, and no one can last that way. So I think you'll find that the majority of voice actors are excited for their friends that book big roles. They're not really jealous of them, they're just happy for them. Because they know the amount of work that goes into booking those roles. And I mean, I literally look at the audition process as buying lotto tickets. So like, my friend won the lotto, like I'm happy for them. I'm excited for them.
Oh, because you played it too, so there's no hard feelings.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I'm not making these decisions. I'm not casting myself in these roles. So the casting director is kind of assembling this cast and this crew with different things in mind. So there's reasons why I don't play certain characters, and hopefully there's good reasons why I'm cast in the roles that I'm cast in, because I bring something to those characters that adds to the show or is a good fit for that role.
Adds that flair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if someone else gets that part, they're right. It's their part. So I'm excited for them.
Okay.
And I feel like the voice acting community is very much like that. Like, we're all cheering on each other and motivating each other and helping each other. So when someone else books a role, yeah, I'm happy.
That's the perfect segue to the next question.
All right, let's do it.
Because there's a lot of, I would call them your fans, that actually were inspired by you and want to voice act as well.
It's awesome.
So one of my questions was, what advice do you have for any aspiring voice actors?
Yeah, and it's such a tough question because there's not one way to like get into the industry.
Right.
But there's kind of like things you can do to position yourself to have a better chance, and you know, training, taking classes, becoming an actor, getting as much experience as possible to build a resume. Like,
I would say, what
those
type
are
of
things.
classes would you take? Like, what's the right type of study that you would go into to do that?
Really, any type of acting. You know, if you're training with someone that you look up to or that you see that's booking things or active or taking an active role in important things. So there's, you know, different directors and casting directors that'll teach classes, and they're great to work with. or looking out there and finding classes with actors that you look up to. Like Steve Bloom is an actor I've known for a very long time. He's incredible, and he teaches a class that's amazing. I hear such incredible things, and I know Steve is such a great, genuine person. So, a class like that is perfect. Perfect to find.
Is there any form of acting that you do behind the microphone that people don't see? Like, do you do like method acting or anything like that? Like,
yeah, I mean, we talk about like how you get into it and stuff. Like, I wasn't formally trained as an actor, so my method might be a little different from other people. But what I really want to do is feel what my characters are feeling, whether it's a physical feeling or something that they're experiencing. Like, I want to try to put myself through that in the moment. So, I mean, Attack on Titan, for example, is a very physical show for me. In season 1, Eren bites his hand. Like, I bit my hand so hard I left bruises.
oh my, wow.
But it sounds amazing.
Did you take photos of that?
No.
You should
no.
have.
I mean, not thinking at the time, like, oh, I need to document this. Also, a lot of the time, like, in the studio and behind the scenes, like, I don't even bring my phone out to take things because you sign NDAs. You're kind of in the studio trying to stay professional. But yeah, I unfortunately don't have pictures of my hand bruised from biting it. But
which is understandable.
Did you put your hand in the mouth in front of the mic?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yes, like literally.
That's what I heard. Okay.
That's what I heard. On
That's
my
what I
hand.
heard.
Like,
wow.
the goal is you hear the flesh through the microphone.
That
so,
is pretty cool.
That's
that is
awesome.
pretty cool.
And Titan is one of those shows that like deserves that. Like, it's gritty and raw. And I was so grateful for Mike McFarlane, the director of the show, that he wanted that sound. So like normally, when you get into the booth, you like take a sip of water and try to get like the spit and like nasty sounds out of your mouth. For Titan, we didn't do that. Like, we wanted it to sound gross and gritty, and like if there's blood in Eren's mouth, it should sound like there's blood in Eren's mouth.
If you came in sick, it was perfect. That was the best day. Okay, I got you. Sick days were the best.
Just add all that flair.
Right, exactly, yeah.
You just don't want to be the person that comes in the booth after me because the mic is disgusting.
I do have a question about the acting, because I know like in regular acting there's where you have to kind of courage up some emotion within you to kind of portray the emotion within the show.
Yeah.
Is that the same type of acting that you would do? Do you like kind of make up something within yourself to feel that emotion, to portray it in the right way?
Yeah, and it depends on the moment. It really depends on the scene, because the only thing I have to act with is my voice.
Right.
But changing the way I'm standing or the way I'm feeling, or it does change your voice.
Yeah.
You can tell that there's a difference between just saying something and feeling something.
Yes.
So yeah, for me, like, I'll be in different headspaces depending on what my character is feeling.
Right.
And sometimes it's something that you wouldn't think.
Right.
Like, I'm not as angry as Eren Yeager, so I have to think of things that make me really angry to play Eren. And one thing that I use during recording, unfortunately, my dog passed away relatively recently, but I had this Maltese poodle. Her name was Minnie. She was an awesome dog, and she loves to eat. And I had this bag of chips that I was really looking forward to eating. And that poodle, she ate my chips! And I used that anger to capture the anger of Eren Yeager.
That's awesome.
So speaking of like emotions that outside that you help bring in, is there ever, like, especially with Eren, and not to put spoilers out there, but and like especially the final part 4, like just season 4, I mean, the way Eren is then and like how he is, does that ever affect you when you're acting out those lines and things like that?
Do you carry that emotion still?
I don't want to say what he's feeling because it's a spoiler. But
I mean, it all depends on the session and how deep I get into the show. But yes, I definitely left a number of those sessions still feeling what I was feeling during recording.
Wow.
Like, to the point where like fight or flight was going off and I left the booth just shaking. So, I mean, I put a lot into the show, and my hope is that it's resonating through and people are feeling that emotion, because I'm definitely feeling it.
Yeah.
I think so, especially like with someone like Inosuke, like season 2, like when he had to dislocate all his bones to wiggle through. Like, that was amazing.
Thank
you know,
you.
like
Thank
that
you.
was spectacular.
That I
Yeah.
wish I was recording. As I was recording that, like I wish I was filming myself
Oh,
because
okay.
I was doing some ridiculous things to make those just like him moving, and I was doing all that.
Yeah.
And you can only move so much because you have to stand in front of the microphone also.
Right.
So it's like you're moving and fighting without actually moving.
Yeah.
So it looks really weird, and I do a lot of weird movements with my face. Yeah.
Okay, you know what time it is?
What?
A quirky question.
Let's do it. All right.
So this question is just like something fun that I just thought of honestly. But you know how a lot of anime characters have like superpowers? Like
Yeah.
for example, Rin has like the fire, or like in Seven Deadly Sins, how that white-haired chick, I can't believe I forgot her name and I'm beating
Biggest
myself.
Seven Deadly Fans. Yeah.
There you go, Elizabeth. How she heals. Like if you were to have an anime superpower, which one would it be?
You said anime specific.
Ooh, yeah.
Anime specific.
I
okay.
mean, can I be Kirito inside a video game with God mode running?
What?
That would just be amazing.
the cheat codes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cheat
Yeah.
codes.
You want a bunch of cheat codes downloaded.
I'll
Okay.
take it.
All
Yes,
right.
sounds good to me.
That's awesome. That is absolutely like awesome. And I really enjoyed like this interview. It is so great to like understand what's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because you know, not many like voice actors are very open about the raw emotion it takes to really portray that. So that's amazing.
And with these meet and greets, we got to spend all day with you, and I think
Yeah.
one of the things that I saw was like really hard is like how you keep just. I don't know how you don't break down.
Yeah.
So many people are like opening up in front of you, and like all of a sudden it's just like how do you not like also let that out?
It's incredible. Like,
Yeah.
For a voice actor, we're in this soundproof room, and you pour your heart into the microphone, and you hope somebody hears it. And when I go to things like we did today at the store here, it's incredible because people do come and they say, I connected with this character in this way, and it's never something that I imagined would happen. And to hear that my work affected people so positively is just incredible. So I absolutely love doing these things and connecting with people, and it's just an amazing piece of the job that I never thought I'd be experiencing.
Right,
Yeah.
So I'm just blown away by being able to do this.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
Yeah, it's been cool.
And thank you so much for like interviewing with us and being here and just giving us the opportunity to see you and meet you and get to know what's behind the scenes. Like this was a crazy experience, and I'm very thankful.
Super eye-opening. Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey,
And
thank you guys so much for having me. Good times.
Awesome.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to us interview Bryce, and we hope to catch you on some more videos.
See you soon.
Later, guys. And now smile.
Yay!